We are here. The basketball season is back, almost underway. Preseason is about to start. You can say it's here at Media Day for the Brooklyn Nets. I'm Dexter Henry, joined by the legend himself, Bob Windrem, also known as Net Income to many of you Nets Daily fans out there. And Bob, they said the season is upon us. How excited are you for this upcoming season with the Nets?
You know, I'm trying to restrain myself, but it becomes increasingly difficult. Skepticism is being tossed aside. You see a day like today where everybody's very optimistic. Of course, everybody is every year. But, you know, my watchword for this season is no boots, no casts. They're healthy. Nobody is under any restrictions except possibly Brooke may not play in both sessions of a two-a-day.
Yeah.
And that's only 5 days. It's only 2 days for 5 days. So I'm generally optimistic. Lots of things can go wrong, but lots of things can go right.
Off-season was an interesting one.
Yes.
Some things went wrong.
Busy. Yes.
A little busy. Looked like some things went right. Let's first start with the Jason Kidd situation and what transpired after that. What were your thoughts on that?
I knew it. I knew something was going on. I must admit, I knew something was going on. I literally didn't believe it. I couldn't believe that Kidd would force his way out that way. I couldn't believe that he and Billy King couldn't resolve their differences. And I couldn't believe that ownership, which had put so much emphasis on Kidd as the future, essentially just stepped back and really, really gave up on it.
Yeah, it was shocking. I know when the news came down,
totally
a lot of fans out there, was definitely shocking there. But then, Nets, it wasn't a big offseason as far as moves. Pierce obviously is not here. He's down with the Wizards in Washington. Some minor moves. Jarrett Jack comes here in a trade. The core is still pretty much back. Garnett's back here. What do you think of this team? Last week when I talked to Darren, he talked about the team sort of flying under the radar.
Right.
And I think this team kind of is. What do you think this team can accomplish this year? It's not the expectations that were there last year, but what can the team accomplish this year?
I think the team can be at least as good as they were 2 years ago when they won 49 games. And remember, the franchise record for wins in a season is only 52.
That's right.
49 wins 2 years ago was the second most any Nets team had ever won. So if they can get there, 50, 52, get in that top four, I think they'll be fine because they have such veteran presence that's going to help them in the playoffs. I mean, as long as everybody is healthy. And the other thing is this, you have people like Mason Plumlee who are now been tested on a much bigger stage.
Yeah.
And also, for that matter, so is Bojan Bogdanovic. A number of these players now have been tested and they've done very well. So I expect that one of the big things in this offseason has been the internal improvement on the individuals. It's a small number of additions, a total of 5 actually, it looks like now. But I think that the internal improvement, both from health and from success and maturity, is the much bigger deal.
Yeah, sometimes the improvements that you see are not, the ones that splashy moves on paper.
Right.
Sometimes it's the small improvements, and that's what the Nets are hoping for this year in the 2014-25 season. That's it from here at training camp with the legend, Net Income himself. I'm Dexter Henry for NetsDaily.com.